I hope, and this is usually not something you hope for people that like you cheer for. I hope the Canes are angry. I hope they're down there in Washington on a John Wick revenge fueled, all no holds barred, whatever you want to call it, business trip. Carolina is favored on the road, by the way. They are the favorite in this game. They are the favorite in the series. When you look at betting lines, that is just what they are. And so Carolina has reason to be all of the things that most all-time great athletes have to make up. You hear the stories of like Michael Jordan in 1997 when literally he was probably at the highest approval rating of any human walking planet Earth. Just everybody loved the guy, and he would find some way to go out in a random regular season game as if this opposing team completely disrespected him and everything he's worked for. And then it would, years later you would find out that like someone on the other team said like, I've looked up to him since I was a kid. And Jordan would be like, oh, you're calling me old? I'm going to give you 50, right? Just looking for disrespect. Canes don't have to look that hard. They don't have to twist words or do mental gymnastics. Carolina is the second betting favorite to win the Cup, behind only Dallas, right? Even beyond this series, to win the whole darn thing, they are the second betting favorite. I can't really find many, if any, national media personalities that are picking the Canes. You usually, like, have you? I know you have, Dennis, and I know most of you had. I don't know why I'm asking, but you know how, like, at the end of football pregame shows, right? They go on air at like 9 a.m. and the last thing they do before they send it to the games at 1 is they all make their predictions and they put up the logos and it's like, Terry picked the Chargers and Howie picked the Chargers and anytime a fan base has all of the analysts pick against a team, fan base is taking pictures like, oh, we're keeping receipts on this one.
Team social media does it?
Yes. The Canes could do that, only you would run out of room in the picture with all of the analysts picking just everybody else. And I don't get it. Ryan Whitney, former NHL player for one of the top 5 picks in his draft year, also hosts the Spit and Chicklets podcast. He encapsulates kind of the vibe of what the media thinks, meaning the national media, thinks of the Carolina Hurricanes right here.
Carolina fans are kind of always all over Biz and I gave them a bunch of props. I'm like, they got Rantanen, they got a true game breaker, and all those fans tell me, Aho. I'm like, I love Aho, but he's like one little notch beneath like the true superstars, and so I don't even think if Carolina gets by Washington, like they can win the Cup. And maybe I'm wrong. I mean, they've won around 7 years in a row. That's kind of crazy how hard that is to do. But do they have the team to actually like win it all? And I think they've been swept in the past 2 or 3 Eastern Conference Finals that they've gotten to.
That is, like, to me, the quintessential conversation about the Canes. I don't think they're going to make it, followed by like a compliment. Why is that the justification? I don't think, even if they make it by Washington, I don't think they can win the Cup. By the way, they've done something that is ridiculously impressive in making it in winning a postseason series in each of the last 7 years. It's like you do realize you're justifying the other side of the argument there. It's a reputation thing. And that's where the disrespect builds up. That's where the Canes should be angry. That's where they should be out to prove all the haters and their naysayers wrong. That's what they should be doing. Analytics love you because numbers don't take into account who you are. Right? Like the old baseball scouting thing. If people are just sitting around and they're listening for the sound of the bat, they don't like you. But if you just look at the numbers that are completely unbiased and objective, they do. And people are willing to overlook that because they just don't think you got it. Oh, they tell me, Aho, he's just a notch below. What's the notch? Like, what doesn't he do? Give us the deal. Listen, I'm as guilty of it as anybody because I'm a grudge holder in a lot of these cases. But the Mikko Rantanen stuff, when not played for comedy, is getting old. Like, I think it's funny if you're playing it for comedy. If there's a joke, if there's a petty, if there's something there, we know that we all can kind of laugh at the situation. But if you're sitting there going, I don't know, they had Mikko, now they don't have a superstar. He was here for like a week, and he didn't play well in the week. If you liked the Canes before they traded for Mikko, or you liked them last year, don't use Mikko as a reason why you don't. That's the kind of stuff that would eat me up if I remember the Canes. Because all of us are intelligent sports fans. Right? I like to think, actually, I think hockey fans are some of the more in-tuned and kind of like schematic intelligent fans out there. If there's legit reason, you can come to grips with that. If somebody wants to say, I just can't pick the Canes because of their uncertainty in net, I don't know if Freddie can stay healthy and Piotr's been up and down. I go, all right, I hope you're wrong, but I get it. When you just say, like, I don't know, a bunch of years ago they got swept in an Eastern Conference Finals and I'm never going to pick them again, I can't get down with that. Because first of all, they made it to an Eastern Conference Finals with a bunch of the players that are still on the team, and they learned lessons along the way. Aho's a dad now. He was a different kid back then. That's also true about the first round. But hey, never mind. My point is the Canes are plus 475 to win the Cup, yet nobody is attaching their name to you. Get mad about that. The Caps are plus 1,000, by the way. They are, of the 8 teams remaining, when I checked this a couple hours ago, the Caps were dead last in odds to win the Cup. Dead last. Yet there's a whole bunch of people willing to say, Caps. None are willing to attach their name to you. Make them regret it. You against the world. Us against the world. We're part of the cool kids.
Oh, yeah.
We're part of the cool kids. We're with you. We're foxhole guys over here. You can depend on us.
Yeah, Canes have receipts. Don't forget, they openly put out there what PK Subban said about the Canes going into the playoffs.
Darn right.
The guy who said, well, they don't have Necas, they don't have Rantanen, the goal scorer. They don't have that guy. I'm sorry.
Or
who's
even
still playing?
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. But how disrespectful was it that PK then brought on Seth Jarvis and was like, tell me why I'm wrong. You haven't told me why you're right.
Yeah.
You put the Canes in 8th in your power rankings, way below the Devils.
Scoreboard.
Well, this was before that.
Oh, okay.
Before the series, they had him on, and he just went like, so I picked you to be 8th. I picked the Devils to win. Tell me why I'm wrong. And Jarvis was just like, everybody gets an opinion. I guess we're going to try to prove you wrong in the first round. Then they had him back on, and he was like, there you go. But how disrespectful is it to just call somebody up, be like, will you come on my show and be like, I picked against you. Tell me why I'm wrong. Rather than here's the you're the one making the argument, right? Jarvis is like, I'm sorry, I didn't pick against us. I don't. Why would I what's going on here? It's just be angry. And I think the Canes with a dash. We're cooking now. A pinch of fury is a better version of the Canes, right? I think they just need a hint of seeing red, just a little bit, and it makes them a better hockey team. So I hope they have it.